Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm call me Chris, and you can call me Chris. Wait, no, that's not my name. Hi everyone, welcome back, and today we're talking about Bryce Simmons who ruined their own wedding. No, that's not me either. Hello, I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it, so you don't have to. Damn it, no, that's not me. Hi, I'm Tom Jobe. I was born and raised in Kansas City, Kansas, and currently live in the Great Topeka area of the state. I like video games, movies, television, comic books, anime, writing, making videos, and long walks on the beach. Okay, I actually have never been to the beach. I want to talk to you about my life. Listen to my story. This may be our last chance. Teenage Final Fantasy X. You're going to learn a lot of useless gaming information if you stick around long enough, whether you play games or not. I am a privileged heterosexual white male, or at least they say I'm privileged. Funny, I don't feel privileged. I have been living with what has been dubbed unspecified schizophrenia for 8 years now, as of last June. What that means is I hear voices, I see things that aren't really there, I experience delusions of grandeur, I've had serious lapses in my memory, and even the occasional split personality disorder. The voices that spoke in my head took on very specific personalities. The first voice called itself God, the second voice called itself the devil, and the third voice called itself death. All three of which were women at the time because, well, I'm a guy. And a woman could probably manipulate me a lot better than a man could. Maybe I shouldn't be putting that information out there. Any toxic women in the crowd tonight? Moving on. They fought with me. They fought with each other. They told me things that weren't true. They convinced me to do and say things I wouldn't normally say or do. They were just not my friends. Then sometime later they took on the form of men and became even more vocal, telling me that my family didn't love me, that I was never getting out of the hospital, that I was useless, etc., etc. Well, luckily for me, I didn't listen to them. It's quite the experience to hear screaming and screaming and screaming. I didn't realize that the only one screaming is you. Scared yet? Bop the like button and subscribe if you are. Now, I did officially get put on some medication that I still take to this day. I take Whisperadol every day and it keeps the voices away. Actually, January 25th or 17th was the last time I heard the voices, and my condition has been remission ever since. I know not everyone who suffers with mental illness can be that lucky, but I really think the big man upstairs is looking out for me. I just want to take this time to stress the importance of taking your meds. I have heard too many stories where people were taking their meds, doing fine, and then thought to themselves, I don't need my medicine anymore. They stop taking them and everything is good for a while, and then all those symptoms that the medicine was keeping at bay come flooding back, and they're right back in the hospital again. So please, unless a doctor tells you you don't need to take the medicine anymore, keep taking your medicine. It's what making you better. And if you found that white med that works for you, then that's a miracle in and of itself. I'd like to take this time to talk directly with those of you who are dealing with mental illness. Or maybe know someone who's dealing with mental illness. It's a struggle. It's a day-by-day thing, whether you're mess or working or not. I mean, there is so much stigma out there that alienates us and puts us in a box that makes people scared or worried. If I said I had schizophrenia to the average person, they'd probably think I was some crazy ass murdering psychopath. That's the narrative that is out there, and we need to fight every day to turn that narrative around. I hate the idea that whenever someone doesn't shoot, then people think mental health is the issue, and that gives people a bad idea how mentally ill people are like. We're more likely to be the victim of a violent crime than the one causing it. I also want to tell you something else. You are not your illness. Let me say that one more time. You are not your illness. It is possible for you, just like anyone else, to live a perfectly normal and healthy life, despite being mentally ill. The best answer to the question I've ever heard that asked, what's different between you and someone with a mental illness? And it was nothing. There is no difference between us and people who don't have a mental illness. We are people, and we are not crazy. Well, maybe I'm a little bit crazy, but it's not because of schizophrenia. Have I sort of caught an acid in this video yet? I want to cap this video off by being a nerd and quoting something I've seen from one of the old X-Men movies, specifically S2. There's a scene where Logan and the Savior are in Cerebral, and Savior linked to the mind of every human in the world, and all the humans appear as white figures in the air. Then he switches over to the mutants and the white figures turn red. And there are thousands upon thousands of them. And the Savior says, not so alone like we think. That's how I feel about mental illness as a whole. You may feel alone, but there are so many people who are like you, know what you're going through, and have gone and lived perfectly normal lives despite their illness. So remember those words. Not so alone like we think.